can you have a healthy, balanced diet with sweets?
You can sacrifice that every single day. You'll be at that caloric deficit. I tell my people, do your grocery shopping around the perimeter of the store.
Yeah. I feel like life makes people feel like you're too busy to eat right. You know what I'm saying? Like, to prep a meal, to cook all your meals and have them prepped so you can pack your lunches. And you got, you got kids, you got all these things to do. It's like, I'd rather just call Domino's or Papa John's rather than,
it's
prep
easier.
a meal.
Oh, you thought this was a game, huh? Oh, you slept, you missed the range, huh? I don't switch sides.
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Brock, and this is the Brockcast. I'm joined with my co-host with the most, Mr. Patty Pat Talk.
Yo, what's good?
Hey, we're talking about being successful for our aspiring athletes and our current pro athletes. Hosted by yours truly, Mr. Mike Brockers, first-round pick, 11-year vet. We're talking about the real stories, real strategies, and real struggles on and off the field. Today's sponsors are Brock Brand Clothing. Be ready, opportunity comes knocking. And Ready Sports Drink. You want something great while you hydrate? Try Ready Sports Drink.
This show is about more than your stats and contracts. It's about the full journey and business moves that you need to make to help build your legacy when the lights go out.
We back in the building, and we got a special show. I say that all the time, but we really do. Today we touching on the subject of fuel the fire. Deep dive into discipline, the diet, the daily habits it takes to be successful as an athlete and just an average American. Let's be
just
positive.
Living life.
Let's get out there. Yeah. Today we have a special guest, somebody that has inspired me to get back into the weight room. I was retired. I took a couple of months off, and I was really, I really not depressed, but I wanted to get my physical shape back, and this guy really helped me get there. He's my current sports and fitness instructor at KTX Fit, CrossFit in Katy, Texas, here in Katy. He's the owner of GTW Lifestyle, which is Get That Work, man. We get that work at 7 o'clock Monday through Friday, and he's an alumni of the highly touted the Mighty Panthers of Prairie View A&M. Let's clap it up for my guy, Mr. Devin Brown, man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, man.
I appreciate y'all boys for having me, man. I really do.
Man, we appreciate you coming out, man. I think this show was made for you. We made this show for you.
But your name on it.
With my
so
name
it's your show. Hey, it's all good, though. I appreciate it, man.
No, but I know you have, such insight on just, what it takes to be physically, pristine. You've always been that way, even since high school. Me and this guy, went to high school together. We worked out. He was the first guy I seen do like 405, and squat. I was like, bro, this dude is in high school.
Still can do it, though.
Still can do it. 35 years old, still can do it, man. Yeah. Husband, father, man. He does it all, man. Yeah. So we gonna start it off with something I feel like I struggle with, very much is dieting, bro. Like, woo. The mindset behind the meal, bro. Like, where do we begin?
Behind the meal.
Where do we begin?
I mean, in all realness, man, it starts here.
Yeah.
Starts here.
Yeah.
Because if you don't want to do it, you ain't gonna do it.
Right.
So I will say, once you have a why. That's the first thing, as a coach, I tell my people, like, what is your why? Is it just a six-pack, or are you trying to live longer for your kids?
Right.
Like, you trying to see your kids graduate, get married? Like, is it deeper than just the aesthetics of how you look? Mm-hmm. Once you got that, then the diet is okay. Now I need to know what I need to eat.
Right.
Cardinal rule we go by is protein and calories, man.
Okay.
So, for instance, if I'm trying to lose weight, I need to take in less than I put out. If I'm trying to gain weight, I need to put more in than I put out. Simple as that. If I'm not really concerned about how my weight, how the scale is moving, then I'll just stay at a maintenance.
Yeah.
After that is protein. How much protein are you consistently taking in every single day? Because that's what's going to burn the fat.
Right.
Because whether the scale moves or not, most people want to look toned.
Right.
Most people want the definition. So that's what protein is for. So the more protein you consume on a consistent basis increases your metabolism, increases how much body fat that you're burning on a consistent basis, increase the calories you burn, and that's it.
Yeah.
Now, once you got that in order, where do I get this from?
Right.
I always tell people, like, start with foods that you actually enjoy. Because if you enjoy the diet,
Yeah.
You're willing to consistently stick with the diet. Then 2, the diet has to be food that is healthy.
That was gonna be my next. That was gonna be my next question.
It has to be food that is healthy. Yeah,
that's gonna be my next question. Can you have a healthy, balanced diet with sweets?
Healthy, balanced diet with sweets.
Just
with moderation.
Moderation, okay.
With moderation, yes, you can.
Okay.
But I was gonna say when I was going to the gym every day, there was a guy and this lady and a couple in there that used to work out. This dude was like 60-something years old, yoked, and he told us that his treat on Saturdays would be sweets.
Mm-hmm.
So him and his wife, Sunday to Saturday, they killing it in the gym, and then the Saturday afternoon, that was their treat to themselves. Was juice, candy, all that sweet, just for like a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
They able to consume whatever sweets or candy that they want.
Yeah.
It was like an hourly window though. After that, they back to their regular diet.
Yep.
It was an old dude. He used to put all the weights on the bar. Like he was I was like, everybody in the gym would just stop and just watch him and his wife work out.
Yeah. So what he's doing is having a cheat meal rather than what most people call a cheat day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what people mess up, because that whole cheat day is another kind of not really scientifically proven just yet, but 3,500 calories equals a pound.
Okay.
So if you're trying to lose weight and you stand at a caloric deficit 3,500 calories throughout the entire week, for that week you're gonna lose a block. You're gonna lose 1 pound. If you
hold on.
What's up?
People that might have went over a lot of people.
It did. I know.
3,500 calories
in a deficit over a 7-day period.
So it takes so within a week you need to get rid of 3,500 calories.
Hear me out. It depends, because if you're a person that can sacrifice 500 calories every single day and be at a deficit that big of because that's a whole meal.
Yeah,
500 calories is a good portion meal. If you can sacrifice that every single day, you'll be at that caloric deficit. But you also, when you get to Saturday and Sunday, where most people mess up, and they have that whole cheat meal, or the whole cheat day, then that's when you start reaching into that surplus. You know what I'm saying? So now you just did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
for nothing.
Being at a deficit. Now you going at a surplus on Saturday and Sunday, because now you don't go to work on Saturday. You don't work on the weekend. You ain't got the kids, they're at home. We want to go out to eat. We want to go play. We want to go do this. Now you don't necessarily have a plan or structure that you do during the week. That's what a lot of people mess up. The weekend is the murderer of all fitness.
That's crazy.
If you let it be.
Yeah. So on the weekends you don't in order to be toned and to be at a calorie deficient. Is that what you call it?
Deficit. Deficiency. Deficit.
I don't know how to use
either one.
Either one. But you're at a deficit.
Yeah.
Let's go. You're at a deficit. So on Saturday and Sunday, are you able to enjoy yourself? Like what is that?
Yeah. So the way I do it and the way I coach my people to do it, we calorie macro track. Okay. So we track, how many calories you take in, how many, grams of protein, how many carbs, how many fats, how many calories.
Talk about it, man. Like shit, I want to plug what you got going on. Talk about it.
So I'm affiliated with a company called First Form. They have an app that I utilize.
First Form. I've seen them on YouTube.
Yeah. Andy Frisella is the owner of that company. I met the guy, cool guy too. But they pride themselves on results. Right. And that's how I do my clients. Like, if you have a something, a strategy, a different whatever, and is producing results, go for it.
Right.
Rock it. Let it roll. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I'm your coach and you get the results, hey, I'm good. Yeah. You praising me, like, more people will come to me. But as far as the calorie macro tracking, man, it goes back to the protein and calories each day. And then based on your meals, how many meals you consume per day, you may be, say you 200-pound man, you trying to get down to 180.
Right. Easy numbers.
Yeah, easy numbers. So as far as the protein, you want to consume about 180 grams of protein per day.
Okay. What's 180 grams? Like, is that like one? It's a couple of chicken breasts. Like, what is that?
You want me to break it all the way down?
I mean, just for the
So you got breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Mm-hmm.
2 eggs will give you 13 grams of protein.
Okay.
Just two.
So we start off with 2 eggs.
2 eggs. You want to add a half cup of oatmeal. That probably give you about 3 to 4 grams of protein, but more so 36 grams of carbs.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
And then milk is a good protein source. I'm really giving y'all my breakfast, but put like maybe almond milk or whatever, really low carb or whatever, but just kind of give you a little taste. But I add a supplement in called Level 1. Okay. So I put like half a scoop. That takes it to about 13, adds an additional 13 grams. So that's 30 grams right there to start off the day. Essentially, you want to go like 30 to 50 grams every single meal.
Every meal.
And that will increase the metabolism that I spoke about. That'll increase the calorie burn throughout the day. That'll increase the body fat burn.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a lot of meat you eating.
Whoa.
What? I'm just...
Hey, yo. Hold on, Mike. Bro. Hold on, Mike.
We only like how many minutes in?
Bro.
Hold on, Mike.
You
Hold
can't
on, Mike.
say shit.
No. Hey, that was crazy. Hey,
you can't say shit nowadays, bro.
Mike, you know that was crazy, bro.
No, bro, I'm just saying that
protein,
man
say,
bro.
It sound like
protein. Let's go there. Let's go there. Protein. Yes, I personally, because I have like I'm trying to remember. We got a bet. We got a bet 10 pounds.
I ain't had a margarita since, bro.
I have not either. I lost my 5 pounds though. So where you at?
See, no, I don't think I'm there, but I ain't gonna have a margarita until I reach my goal.
I'm 5 away. I'm just letting you know that.
Okay.
But
but you can't drink your margarita until I lose my weight.
See, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna surprise you. I was gonna surprise you and be like, you know what, you ain't made it yet. Since you hired me as your coach, I'm like, I'm gonna suffer and not get my margarita with you.
Man, you know what? And that make me accountable, so that make me want to lose the weight so you can get your margarita.
So hurry up.
All right, my bad.
So hurry up. But yeah, as far as the protein, I consume about 220 grams of protein a day because that's my goal weight. As far as the calories I consume, because of my work ethic and how often I'm moving, I'm on my feet working out and everything, I consume about 3,000 calories a day.
Oh, shit, okay.
And that's still a deficit. So if you can consume males 30 to 40 grams of protein every 3 to 5 hours.
Right.
Females around 20 to 30.
Okay.
Every 5 hours, every 3 to 5 hours. Yes, you got work, kids, all that stuff. So just to kind of fill that in with solid food first and foremost.
Right.
That's where you want to get natural food.
Okay.
I tell my people, do your grocery shopping around the perimeter of the store.
Yeah.
That's where your produce is. That's where the meat is. That's where the dairy, eggs, everything. Once you start
bad
creeping,
shit on the inside.
Once you start creeping down them aisles, man, that's when the cereals, the different, the more processed foods are, and processed causes a lot of inflammation.
Yeah.
High inflammation, you hold on to it, bam. Now you got more excess fat that you're trying to get rid of. That you're not necessarily, you don't necessarily have the diet to promote that.
Man, I'm glad that you said that because that segues into my next question. How do you eat for recovery? How do you eat for focus and energy? Like, I mean, like you said, you go on the perimeter of the grocery store and get, the things, solid food, the meats, the vegetables, things like that. Like, how do you eat for recovery? Like right now, we worked out a couple of days in a row. We're squash, things like that. We're sore as far as our quad and hamstrings and things like that. Like, how can I eat to where it's on a recovery basis?
I'm sound like I'm beating, chopping wood, but in the same spot. But protein is going to be the answer to everything, bro.
Okay.
So the reason why protein is so important in your diet because your muscles are made out of protein.
Right.
So if I'm building a brick house, I get a whole, storm come through and blow, a hole in the house. I'm not going to use wood to repair a brick house.
Right.
I'm going to use brick to repair a brick house. So therefore, you need to use protein.
Is there good proteins, bad proteins? Because I'm not a big red meat guy, but I'll eat a chicken, turkey.
Oh yeah, like as far as you want to, one, make sure that you consume enough throughout the day, but then two, eat what you like.
Yeah,
eat what you like. I will say overconsumption of certain things may, have some, difficulties with digestion sometimes. Also recovery, blood pressure, and also how you cook it. How you season, as black folk, we like our seasoning.
Right.
But, it's how you prepare it and how often. Like if you have a consistency of red meat, chicken, turkey, even game, fish, and have a consistency of variety, then yeah, you good.
Are you eating pork?
Occasionally, I don't eat it a lot.
I hear you.
I don't eat it a lot, but occasionally I'll get pork chops.
Bro, that swine in the morning, that bacon.
Nah.
Bro, it got me in a headlock, bro.
Nah.
I eat bacon every
You don't like
morning.
bacon?
I don't even mess with bacon.
Yeah, I don't like bacon at all.
Damn, that's crazy.
I don't even understand why he still be trying to cook bacon. I got a video of him. I want to put it in it. We got to clip this video. This man was cooking bacon and damn near burnt the house down.
Cooking bacon?
He's still
Cooking
fucking
bacon.
with bacon, man. He had to,
that was supposed to be a sign, bro.
It got me in the head.
that should have been a sign
That
right
should have
there,
been a
bro.
sign
I
right
should
there.
not be fucking with bacon no more.
No swine shall touch the lips of mine.
So what? And I know it's bad. I know it's terrible. We're not supposed to be eating pork, but now I don't do no pork chops. I feel like I'm doing good. Like I eat bacon, but I don't eat pork chops. Can I justify
Like I
that?
said, bro, to use your words, eat the meat. just go ahead, eat the meat.
Now what I was gonna say is,
Oh, they go
yeah,
clip it. I said something earlier.
he
Wow.
said something crazy earlier. What I was gonna say, what are some good seasonings to use whenever you're seasoning your food, and kind of like give, I don't know how you could say how you should portion the seasoning on your
Right.
food.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the seasoning, man, a lot of people give salt a bad rap,
Yeah.
but salt is not bad for you. Salt is actually pretty good for you because it keeps you hydrated. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Too much of it,
Yeah.
like anything.
Too much of anything.
Too
damn
much
near.
of anything is it will be bad for you because you're not giving yourself enough nutrients from other varieties of protein, vegetables, fruit, whatever.
So we go salt. That's one.
Salt, like you can use salt, you can use pepper, you can use your Lawry's, but in moderation.
In moderation.
In moderation, like don't just pour the whole bottle.
What about it's I use a Mexican seasoning. It's like the tomato seasoning.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that what you had in New Orleans when you was cooking that food? We were cooking that food in New Orleans. That's the only season we had. And
Yeah,
he was,
yeah, for sure.
He was.
Yep.
I was like,
Bro,
damn, bro, we ain't got nothing.
Somebody
else,
put me
no
on that
salt and
season.
pepper.
I was like, bro,
One seasoning, bro.
Hey, I got this one seasoning from HEB. It's called Tex Orleans. I put it on everything.
Yeah,
That's what I
That's
like.
it.
That's it.
Tex Orleans.
that's it. I put that red tomato seasoning on everything.
Yeah, put it on everything. I mean,
but
I
in
don't-
moderation.
Yeah, in moderation.
moderation.
Like in moderation, but don't get so caught up in the seasoning. Don't get so caught up in, what perfect thing to eat. Because that's where people mess up.
Yeah, it
That's
seems
what-
like a struggle.
That's where you mess up because it's already complicated. The
Right.
process to live a healthy lifestyle is already complicated enough. A process of losing weight, gaining weight, looking good, feeling good in your own skin is already hard enough.
I'm gonna piggyback on that. So I feel like that's kind of like what makes it so hard for people because it's so complicated. It's so hard to get to that point to where I'm staying in shape, I'm eating healthy all the time. But it's easy to just fuck off.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They make it
It's
easy for you to fuck.
easy.
It's a fast food restaurant being
Every
put up
block.
everywhere you go. You drive every red light is somewhere to eat something bad.
They mess you up because they put the fast food spots in the parking lot of the brand new gym.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where they mess
Oh, that's
up.
insane.
Because
You
you come out the gym 2 hours, doing your hard workout, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, right there, walking
Right.
distance.
Or I'm gonna tell you another one. People go work out, and then you go grocery shopping for all your food.
Yeah.
That you gonna eat healthy.
I already know where you're
Let's
going.
stop. Let's go to Wingstop.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
Right.
you don't
feel
feel
like
like something
cooking.
at Wingstop.
Yeah.
You
don't want to
done
cook.
made what they call it, made groceries and still want to go out to eat.
And that just boils down to just the lack of better words, just the lazy aspect.
Yeah.
Just lazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Is it? Because I feel like life makes people feel like you're too busy to eat right. You know what I'm saying? Like, to prep a meal, to cook all your meals and have them prepped so you can pack your lunches. And you got, you got kids. You got all these things to do. It's like I'd rather just call Domino's or Papa John's rather than
it's
prep
easier.
a meal. Right.
It's easier to do that.
Takes less
Lazy.
time.
It takes less time. It's convenient.
I hear you.
Which is that was my next point. Like as far as what diet to choose, like it has to be healthy, it has to be something that you like, but then most importantly, it has to be convenient.
Yeah.
And if it's convenient, that means it's easier to access.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? So I didn't started working out for the past. I've been showing them. I've been working out for the past 2 going on 3 weeks. Yeah. And my thing is, I eat the same thing every day: chicken breast, and then I have like the bag of broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. Yeah. And I literally just eat that. Like, but the thing is, I don't like eating a lot. Like, I can't eat a lot.
Don't eat a lot.
That's the metabolism.
Right.
I was talking.
How does he pick that up?
I was talking to my wife about that earlier today. The metabolism is basically how you burn that food off. Mm-hmm. And your activity level is a part of that. Your resistance training, you know, how often you're doing it, how fast your body's recovering, and then how often you getting protein in. Like, I get it.
See, I think I'm not getting enough protein. I feel like.
Yeah, because, like the reason why protein is so important is because it causes your body to I have a brain fart. It causes your body to work harder. Mm. It takes more energy for your body to burn off protein than it does carbs and fats. Okay. Carbs is going to be the first choice.
Right.
That's what everybody loves. Carbs is going to be the first choice for your body to burn off energy. Fats would be number 2.
Right.
If you start using protein as, you know, an energy source, now you had a problem. Because now you're burning off muscle. Right. Like that's why you see a lot of marathon runners look like if the wind blow too hard, they're going to be gone. Right. Because they don't have a lot of lean muscle tissue on their body. Mm-hmm. Because they don't resistance train and the protein intake may not necessarily be too high.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When you say resistance train, what you mean? Just like weightlifting?
It's an abundance of different types of resistance training. So you got lifting race, your traditional bench press, squats, stuff like that. Right. You got CrossFit, which is something that I do as far as my style of fitness. You have calisthenics, gymnastics.
Just working hard.
Just applying resistance
I hear you.
to your body, you know, 35, 45 minutes, maybe even an hour per day throughout the entire body, not just spot training, doing just legs, just chest, just arms and stuff like that.
I mean, let's get into, because you talked about you doing CrossFit, and, you know, that's something that, you know, I wasn't really into, I didn't really get, but, like, after seeing you do it, I'm like, damn, that's kind of impressive seeing somebody do a handstand push-up or, you know, a muscle up. You know, you look like you're doing gymnastics out there. Like
it was crazy because your big ass was in the gym. Everybody else, they just doing their own thing because they see me handstand walk. They see me muscle up. Right. He's just like, oh.
I'm just in awe, bro. I'm like, bro, to see somebody just muscle up.
Bro, seeing somebody big, like with. We
call it big gymnastics.
Yeah.
Seeing somebody do a muscle up in general, they got some body mass on them, is insane.
It's impressive, bro.
That's a hard feat to accomplish.
It is. No bullshit.
And then they give you more respect for those people you see in them videos. When they don't work out, that's their workout. They don't do no push-ups. They just go do muscle ups at the park.
Bro, that's crazy. And they be built and they be hanging sideways on the pole. I be like, bro, what the hell? Like a flag.
That's really like the definition, you know, of functional fitness to a certain extent. Okay. Because they're using their body in order to move. Yeah. Like if you think about like biblical terms, there wasn't no weights, wasn't no barbells. Niggas was just walking, moving, rocks. lifting rocks, boulders, moving people. That's all they were doing. So it's just being functional is the main thing that I stress to my people. I don't give a damn if you got a 6-pack or not, but if you can carry your kid, put him to bed, carry him up the stairs, run around, do stuff like that, that's real. Yeah. Like if you just going for the show, I get it. You know, you have people who body build. That's your job. That's your occupation. By all means, go for it. Even me, handstand walking. Who cares?
I care. I thought it was dope.
I mean, it's cool.
I said, who cares? You act like everybody out here doing it.
Doing handstand walks, bro.
I mean, it's cool. It's cool for me to do, like, to just go hop into a handstand and start walking. It's cool, but at the end of the day, I've done it so often for the past 6 years. It's like, all right, I can do that. But when I get around people like, bro, hey, look what I can do, type shit.
Bro, that shit was impressive. I'm not gonna lie. How important is it to having a nutritionist and a chef as an all around just athlete? You know,
I would say as an athlete because in CrossFit I did compete.
Right.
I had some body, injuries and stuff that kind of set me back, and I'm working my way back into it. But with that process of, because I am a bigger guy, like in CrossFit, I'm one of the big ones.
Oh, okay.
Because the natural size or the average size male is probably about 5'8", 185.
Wow.
So I'm like, that was me in middle school at Hart.
Man. Are you like a heavyweight CrossFit guy?
There's not a heavyweight class, but if there was, yes.
Okay. Cool.
So one of the guys, my guy Stacy, shout out to Stacy, he helped me out. He was just like, yo, you got kids, you bring your kids back and forth to the gym, you coaching clients, you coaching classes, like, let me help you for your qualifier, let me help you for your competition. And so what he did was he just made up his meal. I found out later that his family was picking my meals, because they would tell, he's a certified chef or whatever, and so they would just go up to him and be like, hey, I want this for lunch. And then so he'd be like, all right, well, Devin gonna get this too.
Right.
And I because he's doing me a favor, I care less. We had the pulled pork sandwiches, the sweet tater tots, the stuffed acorn, squash, like all type of stuff. Something that I would never cook.
Right.
I'm not about to cook all that shit. But it was good, and it helped me stay in that caloric deficit to help me lose weight.
Did he make it where it tastes good?
No, yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good, and it changed it up, because I like you, Pat. I was just straight up beef, chicken, fish, rice, squash, zucchini.
I don't. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't care about eating it. Like, it don't bother me. I can eat the same thing every single day, and then not affect me at all.
I feel like that's probably the athlete in you.
Yeah.
Like the athlete knowing, hey, if I need to get this done, this is what I need to do.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, like, my schedule card start packing up, and it was hard for me to really meal prep how I wanted to.
Right.
I would still meal prep, like maybe 6 meals for the week for myself, but Stacy would come in and kind of switch up the flavor and kind of give me some actual chef-made meals to kind of help me out. So for any, professional athlete, collegiate athlete, having somebody, when you was in high school, your mom cooked for you.
Right.
You had a chef, you didn't even realize. You
didn't realize I had a chef, but no, I had a chef.
Took it for granted.
Like, mom.
Took it for granted.
Yeah, for sure. But that helps, because now you have the food. Now you have nutritional food that can help you and help you perform and help you excel and succeed at what you're trying to do. But it takes that mental aspect of, oh, damn, what I got to eat.
Yeah.
Where I'm going to get my next meal from. It's like it's already prepared. It's convenient. Get it out the refrigerator, warm it up, go.
Man, I mean, that goes into, like, what we're talking about today is, like, our discipline. Let's talk, daily discipline, the habits. I seen you post the other day where you were talking about waking up, same time you're walking the dog. It was 5 o'clock in the morning, look like it's dark outside. He's like, bro, you got to wake up every day. Daily routine is important. Let's talk about, your routine. Like, how important is routine for an athlete, and I would say just an average American?
I'll just do this generic.
Yeah,
just keep it generic. Because athlete, and regular citizen, you have a lot of similarities. You both got, your job, you got your profession, you got what you're supposed to do.
Right.
But I have an issue, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect by any means, because like when certain anxiety, certain depression start creeping in, that bed feel real good, bro.
Right.
That you don't want to, especially when your wife there, you want to snuggle up. Hey, I don't want to get out. I want to stay here.
Right.
But you gotta also, especially as a man, like, hey, I got work to do. I'll come back. She'll be back here. I'll come back. We can cuddle up. I even done that. Hey, I'm gonna hold you for like 5 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But having that routine, waking up. Personally, I wake up at 4. I'm not saying everybody needs to wake up at 4, but you have to understand it's 24 hours in a day.
Right.
If you're gonna sleep 8, work 8, that's 16 gone. Then you're trying to do all this other stuff. You got kids, or you got other little functional stuff that you got to do. You got to get ready. You got to commute to where you're going.
Right.
And you live in Houston, shit, an hour commute everywhere. That's taking more hours away from you. Now you might be stuck with like 4.
Okay.
But if you wake up earlier, start your day. I got to start my day with the Lord.
What time are you going to sleep? That's my struggle, is going
That's
to
what
sleep.
I would say that's what I need to like nip in the bud more and have an actual bedtime.
Yeah.
But because, wife, kids, everything is going every which way, it's probably like 9 to 11. Somewhere in there, I'm going to bed.
Me too.
What about those people like who don't sleep? Like me, I can stay up 4 o'clock in the morning, go sleep 4:30, wake up at 7, 8 o'clock, and not feel like I'm tired.
You're a zombie, bro.
I mean, I personally feel like that's okay. If you can function and that doesn't like deter from your productivity, throughout the day, go for it. Now, your recovery, your health may take a couple shots from that because you're not giving your body the actual rest that it needs. And over a long period of time, if you consistently doing that, every single day, if you can function, that's great. But if you go into the doctor and you're not necessarily getting the results that you want back, or you're not necessarily feeling or looking, feeling good about yourself, then that's a problem. Now you need to kind of nip it in the bud and kind of find a way. How can I get, an extra hour or two?
Right.
Maybe instead of 4, let me cut it down to 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the discipline part of
Right.
it. Like, hey, I got shit I got to do. Let me go ahead and go to bed real quick.
Right.
Let me just cut it up, put the phone down, cut off Netflix. Let me just, even if you don't go to sleep, at least dark it out.
You're setting the mood for sleep.
Just dark it out and just lay there.
What do you got any like simple hacks, like some simple hacks that allow you to kind of set your goal? Like you talk about waking up at 4.
Yeah.
Like, are there any like simple life hacks that you do to kind of make sure your routine is always on point?
Alarm for sure.
Alarm, yeah.
Alarm.
For sure.
That's for sure. But I will say, I personally cannot start the day without reading a scripture.
I'm hear you. I'm with you.
Because it's something that you have to I personally feel, I don't know about anybody else, I'm just speaking from the heart. You have to have a relationship with your creator, a relationship with God, because at the end of the day, these humans that's around here, they'll quit on you.
Right.
Like Coach Palmer used to say, they'll quit on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Coach Palmer, Danny Palmer.
Yeah.
They'll
He's
quit on
losing
you.
his fucking mind.
I got some story about that cat. But yeah, like you have to set a why. You have to keep a carrot in front of you. You have to have a reason to get the hell up at 4 o'clock, because that's ridiculous.
Right.
Like anybody, you go tell anybody, hey, I wake up at 4 every day. Why?
Right.
My nigga, like, why are you doing that? But you have a reason, you have a purpose for it, because you're trying to, one, start with your mind first. Like, I always tell people, give yourself time first. Before the world start taking your time away from you, give yourself time. Give God time. All right, now that is solidified.
Yeah.
Now I'm at peace with myself. I'm feeling better about myself. Get a workout in or get a walk, whatever. Meditate. Bam. All right, let's rock. I'm ready to attack the day.
Right.
Now, throughout that day, you might come across some crossroads that piss you off, but hey, at least you took care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So,
how do you keep that integrity? Like, how do you keep, going when nobody's watching, but
that shit hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard. And I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you and say that every day has been that great. Every day ain't going to be perfect. But knowing that you set a goal for yourself, you said you wanted to complete something, you said you want to achieve something. At the end of the day, if it's the results are not there,
right,
you need to check yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Because it goes into our everyday routine. Like I said, when I started working out with you, bro, I started to feel better about myself throughout the day. I was like, damn, I'm work, like I'm with the kids, I'm outside in the garden, I'm with the chick, I'm taking care of the homestead. I'm like, bro, I have not taken a nap. Like I told my wife yesterday, I was like, bro, I didn't take a nap, bro. I've been up since 5. Worked out with you, did all this stuff around the house, cut the grass, did everything. And like I was looking at it was like 4 o'clock and the kids running around. I'm like, bruh, I did not take a nap, bruh. I don't know what it is. I should be tired. I felt like I should be tired.
I've been there.
I'm like,
that's that euphoric feeling, like that's where the super nigga come in, like
Facts.
Because you took care of yourself and you still amped up, like it's crazy. And I told you this, like you don't even realize how much of a fire you lit back in me for trying to get back into it. Like after having 15 stress fractures.
That's crazy.
in my tibia. That set me down. Like that depressed me, bro. I ain't never been injured like that to be in a boot, crutches. Once I pulled the crutches out, I was like, oh shit.
No,
bro.
not the
Man, who you sound like, Mike?
Bruh.
Remember I said the same thing.
Them crutches, bruh.
Once they brought the
they
crutches
put you on
out,
them crutches, bro, your mind just goes to totally different space.
I was like,
Now you know it's real.
Yeah, you injured for real.
Yeah,
I'm not hurt. I'm injured.
yeah, nah. When they showed me the X-ray and it was like, remember pencil break? How the pencil used to be chipped up? That's how my shin looked. I was like, bro, because it could have snapped. It could have snapped in half.
Crazy.
It could have been
like 15 stress fracture in your tibia.
Yeah, so that kind of set me down. But doing what I needed to do, at least staying in the gym. I was doing nothing but upper body shit. I wasn't gonna not go.
Right.
But when you hit me up and it was like, hey, I'm trying to work out, I was like, okay. Then when you worked out with me, I was like, oh, damn, this feel like Chavez. Damn, this feel like PV. Yeah, all right, let's get back into it. We had like some camaraderie. Because a lot of people, where I'm at, they don't talk loud. They don't talk shit. They just 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we're trying not to be intimidating, bro. It's hard, bro. I'm making noises.
Don't do it, bro.
No, I'm not going to get into it. I'm just saying, look,
like,
how I work out, bro, I work out with energy. It has to be like some emotion. Like I really don't want to be there sometimes. So, like, the little banter we have between each other, like, it keeps me going. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like.
And that's what I missed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like that camaraderie, talking shit, and also motivating your partner, like that's what I miss.
Right.
And even checking you, like, hey man, put some more weight on the ball, stop bullshit.
On some Coach James shit. Add weight.
Damn it, man.
Damn it, Mike. Add weight.
Hey, bro, Coach James, bro. Shout out Coach James.
And it's crazy speaking of that, because you'll be lifting Coach James, you'll be like, I'm good. Coach James is like, I'll tell you about 6'5".
Like he was about 6'4", 6'5".
Yes. And he would appear out of nowhere, bro. You'd be like, I'm good. Somebody spotted me. He'll come out of nowhere, grab that bar at your hand, rack it in that. Add weight, goddammit.
Hey, this motherfucker, if y'all can picture like the Hulk, bro, literally, like he looked like the Hulk.
But as a white man, he looked like, but no, the dad from The Incredibles.
Yeah.
The dad from The Incredibles. If Coach James was a cartoon character, that's exactly who he would be.
When I saw a cat, one hand, single arm freaking snatch a barbell of 135, I was like, this dude.
Just on some showing off shit.
And it's crazy because, bro, his whole family, you ever met his brother?
Nah.
Bro, his brother big just like him. Bro, like I'm like
stayed in the weight room.
Stayed in the weight room, bro.
The 8 weights.
All they did was lift cat. I don't know where he from, but I could just see I hope he farm
we gotta have to get Coach James on here one day, bro.
That'll be a good one.
I hope he's still huge so people can see like how muscly he is.
That's like probably lost weight and like real diesel now.
Oh my god,
coming here with a 6-pack.
Man, because you touched on like training, and we talk about training with a purpose. Is there such thing as like, a training schedule, that supports longevity? Because, me and you, like, we work out right now. We 34, 35, and we still squatting. I know some guys that don't squat at all. They like, no, bro, I ain't putting that bar on my back. Like, is there something to squatting and doing different lifts to keep your joints,
Yeah, I mean, it just boils down to like I said, foundation. Mm-hmm. You should be able to do everything. Mm-hmm. Like you should be able to move in a full range of motion.
Right.
With, modification, maybe you have, ACL tears, MCLs, hip replacements, stuff like that. Like
shoulders, bro.
Yeah, shoulders, like all the different type of stuff. Like if you have pre-existing injuries that may not have healed, maybe there's some stuff that you should omit in your training. However, that shouldn't take away from the actual focus of you strengthening that.
I hear you.
Because, maybe you may not be able to do shoulder to overhead, but, okay, get some bands out and at least strengthen it, just to keep the range of motion, just to keep, functional muscle groups and stuff like that.
Right.
But as far as the schedule, you can definitely say you need to be, move every day. Mm-hmm. You need to do that at least.
Move every day, but I'm saying like how we work out.
Yeah.
Is it like legs on Monday, upper body on Tuesday?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a normal kind of.
I don't do. That's the bodybuilder way.
Right. All right. Talk to me about what you think is.
But he CrossFit, so it's different.
It is different. It is.
So bodybuilders build body. It's just like a sculptor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like they had a chisel and they just ting 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 on this one muscle group for this hour and a half.
Okay.
The next day, a different muscle group. Mm-hmm. Chisel. Functional. Mm-hmm. When have you ever football?
Right.
Football, for instance, all three of us played ball. Like, when have you ever completed a play with just your legs alone? When have you ever completed a play with just your upper body alone?
Mm-hmm.
As a athlete, and coming from an athlete, even in real life,
Right.
like you have to carry your groceries inside the house.
Yeah.
Like you have to use both your legs, your core, and your upper body.
No
so why am I
trips.
why am I designating just one day for this muscle group?
Yeah.
When I train, when I'm living my whole entire being, my full body,
Right.
every single day. You know what I'm saying?
So a question while we on that. Is it okay for people to go in the gym and do full body workouts every single day?
No, that goes back to the recovery. Now you can, but I'm saying if you work in your entire body, you will have to break it down. Okay, anterior, posterior. Like, okay, today I'm gonna work everything in the front. Tomorrow I'll work everything in the back, and then kind of cycle through it like that. Yes, but if you're doing hams, quads, shoulders, chest, triceps every single damn day, you're not gonna recover as well as you should. You're probably gonna end up getting hurt.
Okay. What's the method to the madness? Talk to us.
So
As far as like how in your opinion, for functional fitness for an adult, let's just say an adult, not an athlete, adult, like what does that look like?
So shout out to my coach, Mickey Kilmartin. He kind of taught me a lot about not just CrossFit competition, but also functional fitness as well. Because like we'll have, days where it's primarily upper body.
Yeah.
But then we still doing some lunges or we doing some box jumps or something like that. Or every day we doing core work.
Right.
But also like carry day, like how we did today. Like we as humans carry things around. We carry our bodies around. We carry humans around. We carry groceries. Being able to pick up something and walk 100 feet, 200 feet, whether that something is 30 pounds or whether that something is 150 pounds. You never know when you have to do that.
Right.
So that's, I would say, is my biggest takeaway from functional fitness, being able to do things when it's required for you to do it.
Yeah.
Every day you might not have to sprint, but shit, the dog might be out for your ass.
Right.
Or you might have to get somewhere quickly, and you just go out for a run, you pull a hamstring because you ain't been training.
Man, it's crazy that you say that because I see a lot of these videos where people are working out, but when they run, Achilles, or they knee go out,
the hammy, the
hamstring,
the hammy is the first to go.
Hamstring, I hate to say it, but those videos are funny watching people try to stop themselves from running. When their hamstring go out or they tear their Achilles, like I'm
your boy, what's his name that just lost the speed? I thought he was gonna tear his
Ashton
hamstring.
Hall. Look, I wanted to bring up Ashton Hall, but I was waiting. I was waiting. I was like, I'm gonna wait. But look, his big ass just be doing all this extra. While we on this topic of him, he just be the man go to sleep. He cover his mouth. He put shit on his eyes. He do all this extra shit, and then you show all this stuff. You do all this like your routine, and then you let I Show Speed beat you in the seat.
A streamer,
bro. This kid.
No,
don't get me wrong.
No.
Speed, I Show Speed is fast as fuck.
But what I'm saying
Ashton Hall, bro, you be running behind cars and shit.
All that
they
shit.
be showing you video. You got on the fucking vest where they monitor your heartbeat. They just show the video you out running a crowd of people, bro. You doing all this running. All this fucking running. And you let a 19-year-old kid, he ran, chucked the deuce, and you fell.
So that means it was the fall for me.
When you fall, that's how you like. That's how I know he was really.
The fall,
that's how I know. That's when you know you really can't beat somebody.
When your weight over too far over your heels or your toes, your coach don't run.
But that's how I know he was really trying to win. He was really trying to win.
He really running.
Yeah. The second go, because I saw two videos. The first one he
beat him 4 times.
I only saw 2.
Okay.
I don't know. I saw one there with barefoot. That's the head shit.
They raced twice on the grass and then one twice on the street.
In the grass.
Yeah, they raced twice in the grass and then they raced twice in the street.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, he's still asking for just let it go, bro.
Just let it go, bro. You
just
lost.
Go let it go. Let that man out. Let me get you 4 times.
Being a bigger guy.
Yeah.
The fact that he was probably, if you had a clock on him, he might have been like what 2 to 500 seconds behind him, maybe tenths. It wasn't like
you're trying to give him the benefit of the doubt
because I'm 240, bro. I'm not. He's a big nigga. Like I'm not about to say.
But you don't go out here and pouring Saratoga water in a bowl and wetting your face. That ain't part of.
He got his girl bringing him hot towels and stuff, running his bath water. The cover my mouth shit when I go to sleep was the shit that fucked me up, bro.
I probably die with that shit.
That's what I'm saying. He got a breathe right. He put a breathe right strip on his nose.
Hey, bro.
But results, man.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's about results.
I get it.
I get where you come from because I was like, man, I'm not putting my face in no cold ass water early in the morning.
None of that shit.
But for him,
it
works.
Yeah.
It don't because you let speed.
He said it don't.
But because he lost. Everything.
Yes.
Pat ain't gonna get.
Yes. Because look, Liver King. All that shit he was talking about eating real liver and all that, and they found out you putting a needle in your booty.
Right.
That all that shit you said.
All that
before,
shit dead,
now that went out the window.
No, that goes out the window.
Ashton Hall, all that weightlifting and big. I don't give a fuck how big you are, bro.
I don't care how many cars you run behind.
No, it don't because Calvin Johnson is 6'5" and ran a 4.3. Yeah. Taylor Mays is 6'4", 240 and ran a 4.2. So that size shit don't mean nothing to me, bro.
Yeah. If you, for sure.
If
he's.
What so listen.
I ain't hear what he said.
He said
you can't say nothing on this show.
I think he would win if he wasn't so girthy. Mike started laughing. I didn't say nothing. He said he would probably win if he wasn't so girthy.
Hey, bro,
I didn't say nothing
on this show, bro.
I was gonna let that slide, Mike. You looked at me and started laughing.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did, bro. You bust out laughing, Mike.
Hey,
that is wild though, but
going back to training, bro.
Yeah.
We talking about I got off topic with the whole action, but you talking about mental.
Yeah.
Is there value in mental training? And like you said, you get up early in the morning, you talk to the Lord, you get your spirit right, and your mindset. Talk to us a little bit on like that mental preparation.
That was it was more of an epiphany for me to realize like how much your mindset means to your success. Because at the end of the day, like I said, if you don't want to do something and you don't have the will to do it, you're not going to do it. Yeah. And having the mindset of understanding, that's why I say is get that work lifestyle. That's what GTW stands for. At the end of that is also by any means necessary. Okay. By any means, you need to get the results that you set out to do.
Right.
But you have to be mentally tough to understand, yes, I'm tired, but the kids need to be fed. Yes, I'm tired, but I got to get this workout in. Yes, I'm tired, but putting and then forcing yourself in certain situations that require you to practice your mental toughness because your brain is a muscle too.
Yeah.
And so, that's when I did the 75 Hard program.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all ever heard of
talk
that.
to us about it.
75 Hard program is it's made by the same guy who owns Andy Frisella, who owns First Form. It's a program to where it's 75 days straight. 75 days straight of you have to do 2 workouts per day.
Okay.
2 45-minute workouts per day. One has to be outside, no matter the rain, sleet, or snow.
Right.
You also have to drink a gallon of water. You have to read inspirational, entrepreneur, self-motivating type book, 10 pages per day. And then you have to also take a progress photo every single day, just to kind of document your journey along the way. If you miss one of these things, you have to start over.
Wow.
So if you you have to commit to a diet, stick to that diet, as well as no alcohol for the entire 75 days.
Okay.
But all these things is a list you have to check off every single day. If you have a freaking M&M, start over.
Damn. So that's day 1, and you going another 75
If you make
days?
it to 74, and your ass don't finish your gallon, day 1.
That's fucking crazy. So, did you finish? Did you finish the 75 days? How was it? What results did you see?
A lot that I learned from it is it's a book on the 75 Hard. They actually have a book. And it's within that first 30 days, you kind of realize how many excuses you make. How many, reasons you give yourself to not do something.
Yeah.
and then that next 30 is kind of like how many people around you. You start noticing more excuses from everybody else, and that shit pisses you off. Because I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, plus I'm doing this program to make myself strong. But you coming to me because you don't like the way somebody talk to you, or you tired because you've been watching TV all day, you've been sitting on your ass all day, but you tired. Like I just worked out twice, worked, fed my kid, did all this stuff.
I'm tired too.
I'm tired. What? That's when I started waking up at 4. But that got my reps in as far as like understanding what true mental toughness is like. Now, is 75 days gonna take away from 35 years? No. So you do have moments to where you kind of revert back to your old ways. And without doing the full program, because it's 75 days, then you got phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. It's some more shit with those 3 phases. But without doing that, I wouldn't have the consciousness of knowing you fucking up. That's when you able to check yourself like, hey, you tripping right now. You said you wanted to do this. You've already been through this program. You know what it takes for you to get the results that you want to do. Now your ass bullshitting. Get your ass back in order. Because sometimes you don't have people in your circle that's gonna check you. Because they look at you like this superhero, like I talked about, and they don't. You're not flawed to them. Like you got everything in the bag, you got it all locked down. But in actuality, you struggling. Right. And so you need to be mentally tough in order to do the shit that you set out to do. I don't care what it is, bro. But it starts with the mind, bro. And I'm getting like passionate about this shit because like I've been in situations where I'm driving to work before I, went gun ho on fitness, crying in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been walking into my apartment when, we stayed in Jersey Village after working a 16-hour shift delivering furniture, all damn day on top of roofs and shit, like depressed, walking like slumped over, you know what I'm saying? And so I had to go through a lot and really check myself on like, why am I here? Why is God putting me on this earth? It ain't to deliver mail, it ain't to deliver furniture, ain't to work in somebody's fucking warehouse. You need to do what you need to do to make sure I'm living my purpose for God, for my family, and most important for myself. So that mental toughness, man, if you can do that program and not cheat. Because I had some clients like it was raining outside, so I went under the pavilion. Nah, you got to get them drops on you. You got to get them raindrops on you, bro. Like, nah, you can't cut corners. You can't maneuver around. You got to go straight through.
I done seen videos like that on Instagram. But dude was like, it's day 1 of me not pleasuring myself. Day 2 of me not pleasuring myself. Day 1 of me not pleasuring myself.
I know exactly.
It's the same day. I just changed clothes.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Stupid ass, bro. You don't take nothing serious,
bro. It is funny because they probably got that from something serious like that. They was like, "Fuck it, I got something for them."
They went viral off that shit.
Let's talk about training. Like we're training right now. How can you train like smarter as you get older? Are there adjustments that you got to make to your training?
It's just like a car, man. You gotta make sure you maintenance. Gotta make sure you have maintenance with your. Even when you're young, because if you can do it as you're young and focus on mobility work, focus on recovery, massages, foam rolling, eating properly. As you get older, it'll be that adjustment into adulthood.
I find that a struggle.
I was just about to say that, especially the foam rolling. So I got a massage gun from him like some years ago, and then like I said, I be working out now, like doing my miles. So I go do 3 miles a day in a sauna suit at 11 o'clock in the morning. So, it be taking a time. So what I use the massage gun on my thighs and my calves, and bro, those knots that you don't know, that, you just sit down like I'm good, but when that massage gun hit, what is I feel like a better way to get those out of my legs? Cause I brought them shits to be.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Gotta go through it. You gotta go through it, bro. You got.
I'm saying foam roller or massage gun, which is a better option.
Switch it up. Use both.
Baseball, softball.
Like the lacrosse balls, like the handheld roller, that shit hurt worse. But you got to go through it because once you consistently do it, just like everything else we've been talking about, once you consistently do it, it won't be like that.
Yeah.
Like by you not doing it, those knots, that acid buildup is getting bigger. It's increasing. So if you never flush it out, it's gonna continue to increase. Yeah. So you just gotta go through it. Just go through the pain, bro. You'll be all right.
Yeah, you tough,
bro. It
bro.
be some
You tough, right?
It'll be some days where, bro, I just I'm trying to be as politically correct as I can be without having to get a pause moment.
No, you good, bro.
And so what you gotta say, man.
But yeah, I'll use a massage gun, and then it'll get to the point to where I think I kind of overdo it because the next day I'll be fucked up to where I can barely move. I can barely walk. Like the shit be so sore
from using them massage gun.
Yeah, but I'd be like, in my mind, I'd be like, it's an enjoyable pain because I know
I see where you were trying to pause that. But go
yeah, so I'm trying to get get that out. But I know what my end goal is. Yeah, but it's like I'm gonna just keep trying to.
I mean, I would say like sometimes I use a app called GoWad, and it goes over your individual mobility issues and strengths. Yeah. So it has the foam roll and it has the massage gun, and it gives you a time limit because that might be the issue. You might be doing the shit for too long. Yeah, and that's why you turning this massage rolling into a damn workout. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you should really only be doing it like maybe like as far as foam rolling and massage gun, maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
Nah, as soon as I find a knot, it's 5 minutes per knot.
Oh hell no! Yeah, you doing too much. Yeah. You like just with the massage gun, we talk to like stroke like the up and down. All right. I know. Hey,
listen. Anyways, we talking about massage.
Massage gun, but. You're not supposed to just stay in one spot. Yeah, you might find a knot, but move in a knot because you want it to flush. Yeah. You want it to move out. You want to get it moving so it can release. But because if you just press, is essentially it's just like you getting punched in that same spot. You remember how you used to do the frog in your arm and shit? It's like the same shit. So like move as you do it. You can still go to that same knot. You can still go over it, but don't just stay there. You know what I'm saying?
But go for a run. My coaches all my years. Get that lactic acid out. Yeah. Got to go for this sprint. Like that. We just played the game.
Nah, forget screw the running, bro. Ride a bike, bro.
Facts. Hey, you already know, bro. We ain't doing no more sprinting. But before we get off here, man, I just wanted to, give us like a couple of suggestions on, how to apply, everything we talked about today. The habits, the mental fortitude, the mental toughness, like. Is it, give, the people, maybe 3 points, like how to easily apply everything we talked about today?
I would say the blueprint is there. And the blueprint is one, like I said, you start with your brain, start with your mind, start with why. Start first with what you want. Yeah. Start with what you want. Even if it's aesthetics, even if it's the way you want to look, you want to feel good about yourself, fine. All right, cool. Now, why do you want that? After you find out that why, then it's like, okay, now how? How can I accomplish that, or what is the best way for me to, to achieve that? Once you figure that out, then you can start going into, okay, what styles of training will get me there? Not necessarily just the fastest, but the most efficient way, the more productive way to where I can stay here.
Y'all heard that, right? He said not the fastest,
not
the most efficient.
Yeah. Because you can get there fast and you can lose it even faster.
Absolutely. That's why I be telling all these what they got all these shots in your stomach and I be Ozempic and all this other stuff. Wife would be like, "Oh, they look so good." I be like, "They gonna blow back up in about 3 months." Yeah.
Because
you got to do it the right way.
That's the thing about that is like when you get off of it, you have to stay consistent working out. Yeah. People use it. Lose weight and then just for like an event or something and they go back to their old ways and now you get even bigger because that's what they say once you get off your appetite increases even more.
So with that is just like be consistent with it. And people want it quick. They want that instant gratification.
It's easy.
Right. It's easy. They want the fastest, easiest way to do this. And what happens is they don't go through the go-through. Mm-hmm. They don't go through, the trials and tribulations of actually figuring out ways to achieve it. Mm-hmm. So once that Ozempic runs out or once this is over, I don't even know how I got here.
Right.
Because this is
you cheated.
I cheated. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how I got here, so I damn sure don't know how I'm gonna stay here.
Right.
So if you go through, because there's gonna be some trial and error, you got to figure out. Absolutely. I did it. Everybody, all my clients have done it. Mm-hmm. So you have to figure it out what work best for you. Mm-hmm. And then once you figure that out, then this is not just me getting ready for a wedding, a trip, birthday party. This is me living my life. Like fitness is a part of my life, and mm-hmm. I don't want to get it misunderstood that fitness is my life.
Right.
Now it is my profession. Yeah. But it's not my life. I want my people to understand, like, yo, it needs to be a part of it. You need to move your body, and you need to give yourself proper nutrition in order to live a productive life.
Yes, sir.
What you do on the outside, that's just fueling you better. Now you're in better shape to do what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Functional fitness, man. Hey, man. I appreciate you coming on the show, bro. I truly do, man. Like I said before the show, you truly inspired me to get back into it as far as you being consistent with your weight training. I'm like, dog, this dude has looked this way since high school and never,
Actually, I look better than I do in high school, bro.
My bad, but for high school, we went to inner city high school. Everybody was working out. You was the one that was really taking it serious. So for me, it was man, I mentally, I want to get to where you at.
I was gonna ask you, what position did you play?
At Chavez, I played everything, bro.
I remember the name. I just don't remember, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't remember.
I wasn't you probably remember Harold and Eric. The receiver.
I'm gonna tell you who I remember. Blue. Because he fucking hated me. I don't know why.
That was my boy, man.
Hated me, bro.
I was on Blue good side.
Yeah,
Blue. No,
he for sure had that. He for sure had attitude.
When you got on his bad side, it was a rough nigga to deal with. Yeah. But I fuck Blue my guy. But I played linebacker, safety, running back, literally everything. I never really came off the field.
Mm. Yeah. Inner city football, you kind of once they figure out if you good, you just kind of really don't ever come off the field.
And I was from freshman year to senior year on varsity the whole time. So I never really got one position.
Yeah, I got you.
He played everything, man. He played linebacker, running back. Yeah. It was running back at Prairie View, right? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I walked on that, so I earned my spot.
Walked on it. Okay, okay.
I had to earn my chips there.
Man, did you want to talk about that? I felt like that story was crazy. Just like the football side of your story.
I mean, that's on you. It's your show.
No. If you let's touch on your story.
I mean, I'll keep it short and sweet. Mm-hmm. I mean, I went to TJC with Danny Palmer.
Coach Palmer.
I went to TJC with Danny Palmer. I really didn't play much there. Mm-hmm. We had a stable of running backs. It was probably about 10 of us.
Damn.
And so,
because Ira went there too.
Ira went there. That's my dog too.
He won. Duckworth. He won running back of the. He won y'all running back in the conference, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ira was my dog. Ira, we go back since elementary school. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So really didn't get much pub there. Kind of just wasted 2 years of eligibility.
Okay.
I know parts of that, my fault. Parts of that, the system. I'm not gonna go too deep into that. After that, left, went to HCC for a semester. Throughout that whole, what was that? 08? Mm-hmm. No, the 09 year. All I did was just shot myself to PV. Mm-hmm. Just go out there while they playing 7-on-7 at Blend or playing on 7-on-7 with each other. Meeting the coaches, just driving out there every weekend, 45 minutes drive, 45 minutes back every single weekend, letting them know hey, I'm interested. I want to come here.
Yeah.
Did all the FAFSA stuff, all the NCAA clearinghouse, did everything, everything I was supposed to. My running back coach, shout out to Coach Foster. He told my mom on senior day, he was like, man, your son got on my damn nerves calling me. I'm at an internship with the Bills. He was had all this stuff going. I call that nigga every day.
That's crazy.
I wanted to play because I knew I would be in a hole if I wouldn't want to finish school if I was just a student.
Right.
I haven't been just a student.
I feel like that's with all athletes.
Yeah. I couldn't just go to school. I
hear you.
So I had to play ball in order to do it. So, I got the letter in the mail saying you prefer walk-on. Mm-hmm. After that, did my thing, showed up, worked out. By week 4, got a concussion because they was like, hey, you about to play. I was amped up. I was ready. Kickoff return, supposed to double team. I left. I was like, nigga, you moving slow. Ram his ass. Knocked his ass out. Knocked myself out.
That's crazy.
Out for the game for like 2 weeks. Out for 2 weeks with a concussion. But after that, I immediately got my spot back.
That's crazy.
Like I started, as a walk-on, and then that following year during the spring semester, how they do the whole, hey, we got an announcement to make at practice. And then that's when they announced that I earned a scholarship too.
That's fucking dope. That's
and like
dope.
I kind of like don't really talk about it much because I was just in it. I was just in the fight. I was trying to, I was trying to play ball. Yeah. And I didn't really think of how much of an achievement it really was. Even especially winning that SWAC championship the same year I got there. Right. So it was pretty cool. But now that I see other kids that I work with, like, oh, I ain't got no offers. That shit pissed me off. That run me hot, bro. Yeah. Because because somebody didn't give you anything, now you want to just you've been playing this sport all your life.
You gotta think about it. Now compared to when we played, it was really kind of up to our coaches. True. Now you got Huddle, you got Instagram, you got Twitter, you got all these people making videos for y'all. You ain't even gotta do the work. Yeah. So you just go in your huddle and you can send your film out to these coaches. Exactly. But you saying because I coach youth football, a lot of my kids are in high school now. Yeah. I don't really hear them, but there have been times where like, Coach, I ain't got this, no, bro, I don't want to hear that, bro, because you got everything is basically handed to y'all now.
You got assets
got access. We had VHS tapes. So it was like our coaches was really kind of, we didn't really know how to make our own highlight tape. That stuff wasn't really like what we did. But now you got people who literally will put a highlight tape together for you just because they think you good. You just go on YouTube or wherever and send that to a college. Send that to their athletic. You ain't got to talk to the head coach directly every single time. Send it to the AD. Send it to a position coach. Somebody gonna see it.
And it's just shop yourself out. It's simple. And all it is a click of the button. Copy, paste, click the button, send it to however many schools you want.
But that takes effort. You got to want it. Like you said, you got to want to do those things.
Absolutely,
you can't be lazy about it. Nah, man.
Absolutely, man.
Man, do you got you want to plug any of your outlets? Anything you got going on, man?
I mean, the Instagram is where most of my communication is done. I have 2 IGs, also TikTok. Devin Brown __ Oh shit, fucked up.
Come on.
Devin __ Brown 22 is my personal. Also GTW _ lifestyle is the business. And that's where I do a lot of my communication. You'll see some of my workouts with my clients, with the kids. Even you check Brock crying and shit during the workout or something. But yeah, that's where. And then as far as I work with kids, I work with adults. I don't give a damn how old you are, how young you are. By any means necessary, you can get that work, man.
Hey, don't be emotionally soft though, because you come in there, you go get that work now. We ain't gonna bullshit with you at 7 o'clock.
I can only hold your hand for so long.
For sure.
Because after that, it's
training wheels got to come off.
Yeah,
training wheels got to come off.
I have to get some bumps.
9-year-old.
The youngest kid I work with is 6. The youngest kid I work with is 6. As long as they not a crybaby, we good.
Nah, he got an all-star.
That's perfect.
Yeah, man. You got anything, Pat?
Guys, don't forget to follow us at the Brockcast on Instagram, mbrockers90 on IG. I'm Petty __
Brock Brand
Pat.
Clothing.
Brock Brand Clothing on Instagram Live.
We ain't got that shirt he got on, y'all. He did that himself. So don't come looking for this acid wash Brock Brand shirt. It don't exist. He the only one that got it. So I don't want to see no comments about it. I want that shirt Pat.
Somebody, Brock, what is shirt Pat had it? Yeah. Bro. This was just something I just tried at home.
That's custom.
It was just something I just tried at home just to see
custom, bro.
how it would look. If once we do acid wash, I just want to see what it look like. That's all.
June 28th. Don't forget.
June 28th, the football camp. Guys, we got our shout out to our sponsors again.
Yes.
Treadcal, Shock Visors, Details by Yolanda, Brock Brand Clothing, of course. My boy Zach Residency, Worms. He has his own candy out called Worms. And you know, one of our biggest sponsors out there is Ready.
Ready.
Shout out
Ready
AD.
Nutrition. Is it Ready Nutrition?
It's just called I guess Ready Nutrition. It's
Ready Nutrition. Man, my dog AD.
You know, they're gonna
CEO.
sponsor our entire camp
Yeah.
with what is the electrolyte drinks and
Yes.
protein bars.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, I'm excited, bro. I can't
I'm
wait.
excited, bro. Can't wait till June 28th, man. And
Yeah,
for the
I'm gonna be
people
out
that been
there.
rocking with us from the beginning, man, y'all know the motto. Don't get ready, stay ready. Peace.